reaffirms, I implore you, with all due courtesy, if you have one of these in your stead, it could be very dangerous.
What
are you referring to when you say one of these again?
A
Artifact?
goblinoid.
Oh, goblinoid. Pulls that collar.
I know.
Why don't all of you... Well, I guess he already sort of knows that you saw one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Why don't all of you visible...
Mhm.
If you're hidden, he can't see you. If you're visible, roll me a deception check. It's one of those cases where they bring it up in Dragon Age Inquisition. He talks about a goblin in your company, and you have to actively
not to
fight
look over.
to control your gaze and expression.
Is Badger hiding close to Hawk? Cop.
Yeah, I would say he is.
I was gonna say, is Roma able to try and get a bit closer to Badger in case shit does go south?
You may, but you have to roll your stealth again.
That's fine.
Gonna suck. Yeah, okay, so anyways.
God.
13.
Well, he knows I'm here now.
Yeah.
Jin just looks right at me.
No, it's just the second it says one of these, I just look over to the side.
We're taking the average roll the deception rolls.
I don't think that's gonna
so
make much
far
of a
it's looking
difference.
stellar.
That being said, Caradog, would you even lie?
No, I would probably remain silent at worst, but I think what I would counter ask is, I would probably say something like this. I do not wish to lie to you, but I need to know what your intentions are. Will you harm this individual?
He's thinking about
You see him just look around, notice your numbers, notice he's alone and battered.
And has a glass dagger.
That he can't even get out of his hand, it's stuck in.
Yeah.
It's rough out here for Devastator Fist.
Feel bad.
No.
It is not my intention to bring harm onto the innocent. I respect guest right, and will show courtesy where it is due.
I'm certain our compatriot is innocent. I say that as I turn to look at the rest of the compatriots that are visible, yeah, nodding. Go on.
Vita shrugs.
Crosses her arm and her snarl gets worse.
Fayez does nod. I believe so.
Jin stows his sword that he's had drawn this whole time. Seeing as there's probably not a threat currently. Probably.
I think Hawk is whispering to Badger through his clenched teeth.
What did you say?
I was like, what?
Badger will walk out.
There he is. There they are.
Yeah, I think that one will probably stand up as well.
There they are.
Dancer. The backup
Oh God, there's
dancer.
more.
Like, hey.
You see Devastator Fist just look over Badger before sternly squaring up in a military manner, calls out, "Name and rank."
Badger, no rank.
He squints at that. Who is your war leader?
I don't have one.
Insight.
I love the vicious way you said it.
Insight,
Please,
son of a bitch.
Please roll insight. Badger, please roll deception.
Damn it. This is gonna suck.
That's a really bad roll.
Devastator Fist. He appears to be lying.
Oh.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh no.
Let's put our goblins on the
So
screen here.
so when's initiative get rolled for these two?
You see him sort of reach down to a pouch with his free hand.
Actually, let's make this size accurate.
Yeah. Make him like tilted, leaning over him.
That's perfect.
We're bullying Badger.
Very good, very good.
You would lie to one of the spugs.
Damn it.
Lies do not become you.
He's kind of like stumbling over his words. I choose to withhold information, not lie.
That is by definition lying by omission.
And it would really be though. Like he'd not be tricking you to doing things. He'd just not be telling you things. Might just put the hand on your shoulder and just shakes his head like, don't do this right now.
Jin looks at him like we're getting back to this topic.
The legionary defectors did not act alone. It is possible Badger, by name or description, is working with them. If you give me just a moment, ensure his innocence.
What that be mean? What are you doing that moment?
He looks over to Badger with an intense gaze. Either he shows me everything he possesses, or I detect if he has what I'm looking for on him. If he does have it, understand I have done you a favor.
Badger. He's going to try to find out either way. And unless you have more pockets on you than any of us can spot, I doubt you have something of magical power like he's looking for. Just turn out your pockets.
I refuse.
Mina shakes her head like, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't bait.
I refuse to bend the knee to a dirty hobgoblin.
Badger, I think Badger is probably going to like smoosh you. Just do it.
I'm gonna get killed.
We're gonna get mollywop, do it.
Denver
Second
says that this is
session.
gonna be
We're about to
good.
discover why it's called Devastator Fist.
Yeah, Roman's like walking back for like really nervously, like, oh my god, he's gonna get killed. Oh my god.
He
Denver's
reaches
laughing.
through his pack and notices he doesn't have what he's looking for. Then we'll try another one. He looks around. Does it look safe where we're at?
It looks like you're in a ghetto, but the ghetto's abandoned, so there's no gangs here. So, does it look safe? No. Does it seem quiet and tranquil? Yes.
If you give me a few moments, I do not seek to delay wherever you are going. But I can be sure for all of our sakes. By casting a spell.
If Badger truly haveth a dangerous artifact, I'd rather know about it. We have enough problems going right now. We don't need to add another one. I say carry that.
I ain't got it. I'm just being difficult.
You can make this a lot simpler by not being difficult. You do know that, right? You can choose to not make a problem.
Well, at least he's self-aware.
I mean, he's a goblin.
You're in the abandoned ghetto.
Devastator Fist is indeed a blood.
I was waiting if I would say something, but the second he's like, I'm just being difficult, it's like, oh, never mind.
So what spell are you going to cast, given a few moments of time?
Detect
A
that.
simple detection for magic.
Oh.
Can I study him as he's doing his spell casting just to make sure he's casting what he says he is?
Roll me your Arcana with your Wisdom in place of your Charisma, a combination of Perception and Arcana. Devastator Fist. No one seems to be stopping you.
He begins pulling out several small crystals that he places in the ground, turning specifically. He refers to a map he has that's torn and tattered and a little bit burnt at the edge to make sure he's got them in the right direction. Before he takes sort of a wide stance and drops low into it and starts moving his arm up and down, opening up this energy around his core.
Let's
Karanad
see.
nods to his fellow compatriot, like, yes, this is legit.
Let's see here. Detect magic. You sense the presence of magic within 30 feet of you. If you sense magic in this way, you can use your action to see a faint aura around any visible creature or object that bears magic, and you learn its school of magic, if any. The spell can penetrate most barriers, but is blocked by 1 foot of stone, an inch of common metal, or a thin sheet of lead, or 3 feet of wood or dirt. You do not detect the bearings of any magic upon Badger. You do detect the bearings of magic on someone here, though. My bad. Technically 2. You see Caradoc, the man who's been speaking this whole time to you blatantly, with no lie and honestly. I believe Mage Armor is Abjuration. That would just simply make the most logical sense. Yes, it is Abjuration. You detect Abjuration upon Caradoc, because your Mage Armor would still be active, Caradoc. I don't believe anyone else is under any magical effects. I guess you'd also technically detect Guidance on Caradoc. That shouldn't be too surprising, though. You do detect something that has no school of magic on that one over there, the one dressed in blue. You detect it on Roma.
Huh?
Oh.
Everyone just slowly turns towards Roma.
She's just like, just whistling to herself, like, what?
And I don't see any where Badger was hiding, correct?
Where he was just hiding, no.
Okay. He is not the one I am looking for. But do know you travel with a deserter. He looks over to Roma.
Mm-hmm.
Ma'am, I do not mean to deprive you of your decency or dignity. But might I inquire what it is you have on?
So... Why should... She sort of like looks a bit kind of awkwardly, like, doesn't want to say, but also just sort of what went down. What are you going to do with me if you get it? If you get it.
I do not want anything that belongs to you. Only what belongs to the Legion Lost.
I can assure you it's not part of your Legion. As far as I know, anyway.
He nods. Thank you for your assurance. I will wait for you to produce it.
I appreciate it. So show it to me.
I wasn't ready for that.
Oh my god, you can just sort of hear her like, just sort of, oh, for fuck's sake, under her breath.
No, it's canon. Mina does laugh blatantly.
Yeah.
Even Eva gets a smirk on her face.
Just sort of like goes, oh, for fuck's sake, okay. Sort of marches over to like, at least like 3 meters distance, I would say.
He holds up a hand. If you would request privacy, I would honor that.
I would appreciate it, I suppose.
Is there any handmaiden you would need to take to make yourself feel comfortable?
Oh, what? No, it's not. No, it's in my bag.
Mina now looks confused and asks Fayez, what was he implying?
Good for Snickers.
In his defense, he is only being polite. He did not know.
Oh, for God's sake, she just sort of like opens her bag and just sort of like just shoves it in his face essentially. She's like, there! And it's like sitting in the bottom of the bag, I guess. I don't know.
Gotcha. Clearly not what he was looking for, Crash.
Is anyone else looking at it?
I'd respect the
I'd
privacy
predict to
considering the
Eat a
situation.
little bit, yeah.
Type 1 in chat if you would look. Type 2 in chat. No, just type 1 in chat if you would look. That'd be easier that way. All the NPCs are looking.
You nosy bastards.
Hell yeah.
What did you expect?
I mean, in fairness,
right?
she didn't exercise the right to privacy.
Mm.
But still offered it.
I should have
Only-
to ask.
Only a couple of you. Very well. How to do this?
Yeah, like I'm actually just sort of like opening up the bag and just kind of like letting him look in, I suppose, more than just like pulling the thing out and like, you know, whatever. For the world to see.
You guys want metagame, right? So then I'll be transparent with it. You guys see Roma produce a figurine similar to this, except more feminine, more buxom, more curvature. It is black. Jet black, sleek and smooth, with no obvious joint locations like this doll I posted there depicts.
Does it still have abs?
It does have abs.
Of course. Of
Hawk
course.
dives into the bag. It's mine!
Nice.
It's approximately 1 foot tall. To you, Devastator Fist, this thing is radiating, oozing magic. Like a very well insulated heat source. But it is not what you're looking for.
You see him blush in a way that his nose gets even more orange. My apologies.
No problem. Oh, do you know what it is? What it is?
Whatever that is, the magic is barely contained within the vessel.
Well, I could have guessed that one.
I would be careful with how you handle it. Perhaps find something to soften the bag around it. That way it does not accidentally release.
She just kind of like looks down at it cautiously, thinking of all the times she's like, I don't know, chucked it about the bag.
This is toss it on the bus seat.
Hawk and Denver, not the
Yeah.
two people in the main conversation, but the two people looking. Can both of you make me a sanity check?
Oh,
I regret not looking now. I want to go crazy. That sounds cool.
Sanity check.
Would
Yeah.
this benefit from guidance?
Oh,
oh,
It would, although that's not.
oh, it doesn't matter.
oh.
Oh.
Double digits.
That is wise
Why did
counsel,
you
Roma. I would heed it.
Hmm.
I look into it, I suppose.
Damn, you both got 4 on the guy, I tell you.
How to describe this? I know.
Oh, no.
Alright.
I was not expecting that at all to get like revealed fucking second section.
Yeah.
You're actually
Oh,
possessed
Venus
by a
Bay.
doll.
I know. Oh, it's great.
By the
that was
way,
great.
oh, it is a treat to have you playing with us tonight.
It's so good.
Yes.
I know,
Yes, it is.
definitely.
Yeah, such a
Even
change.
if you chose a hobgoblin.
He's here to bully
I
you,
know.
and you specifically.
I
I
love
was
it.
so excited when I heard you do like your little intro. I was like, oh my god.
I heard a laughing
It's
thing. It's like, oh, cool, we're having a boss fight. Then it's like, no, it's just oh. It's like, oh god.
So help me with the imagery, right? So he's holding a severed hand, and there's
Yes.
is the knife in the severed hand or in his other hand?
The knife is attached to the severed hand, like
Okay,
cutting
and the
through
severed
it.
hand, is that his hand?
It is not.
Okay.
He is
It is
holding.
a hand he's holding,
Yeah.
but not in that
Jeez.
way.
You holding hands.
Got it.
It has a
So
it has a
he is holding
leather
a forearm.
bracer
With the bracer.
right around it that has some sort of magical apparatus on it.
Understood.
As if
Well,
the only way to
Devastator
remove it was to chop it
Fist.
off.
Devastator Fist, this is not the item you're looking for. Far from it.
He steps back, nods to the group. Thank you for satisfying my inquiry. How can I make up the time you have lost?
Oh.
When you say that there is a danger to the... Well, everybody, I cannot in good conscience just ignore that kind of danger. Could you elaborate as to the nature of such?
He thinks on how to say what he's going to say. This is sort of like the reward for the exchange he had. It is a relic of my people that has been sundered, and with it, the bonds that hold back something far worse are loosened. If it were to be re-established in the wrong hands, it would be a calamity.
Would it be a calamity?
Not just for Makar, but for all of us.
Does that seem sincere?
Roll insight.
I will as well roll insight on that.
Shall as well. Mostly just to establish this man's rapport. Because he seems to be very honest.
Badger's too intimidated right now.
This is very
Badger,
strange.
if you're thinking about it, he just glares at you real quick.
Real quick.
He seems to be telling you the truth. Badger at a nat 1, he is telling the truth, and this is probably one of those dumb bullshit things that hobgoblins always get to have over normal goblins.
Suck it. Green boy.
If such is the nature of truth, then I believe it is in our common interest, all of us, to ensure that the artifact is safely returned to you, and that we endeavor to do such together. At least that is my piece. What say all of you?
Mina frowns.
How
I'm not
capable are you with this magic that you cast?
As soon as I get this free, I will be able to support you. I am a Devastator of rank Fist.
Devastator of rank Fist.
He
I think
looks
having
around
extra...
at no one kind of understanding that, I assume.
Completely
I
over.
thought that was your name.
So.
Blankly.
I am with Hawk. I thought it was more a title or a name than a ranking.
I thought it was his name.
What's your name?
Unimportant to the mission.
It's a little important.
It is what he does that is important, not who he is. He does not claim the honor for his
Devastating fists.
Do you like try to persuade him? Because you did just offer to help him more.
If you are
I think
amenable
so.
to an exchange, I could offer you my name in return for yours.
Would he be able to persuade me, Crash?
I think so. Those that want to attempt it, please roll your persuasion. Caradog, you have been forthright and honest in all this. Roll of advantage. This is not a group average. Those of you that fail, and are not very persuasive.
Oh. Okay.
You
Nice.
had a -1 and rolled a 5. Holy shit, that...
I think I deserve disadvantage. Kind of mean about it. Kind of rude about it. Kind of a shithead about it.
I think it's kind of
I'm
important.
not even trying.
Yeah, same.
I think he has a respectable goal. I will not try to persuade him of information he does not want to part with on this one.
Look at me,
Then
I'm
Caradog
high
thinks
ground.
you're the only person.
He just like grinds his teeth a little, You have been forthright and onerous to me. As such, I will return in kind. My given name from my clan is Thordain Alfear.
And mine is Caradoc Movsesian. Honored.
He's typing it for all of us.
Ah, it has a little dash there. Dang it.
Gracias. Oh, I almost got it right.
Ah, I missed an I.
Badger, can you roll me? I know this is rough for you, buddy, but please do your best. Roll me an intelligence check, please.
Come on, champ.
Oh,
You
yeah.
got it. Nat
Yeah,
20,
think real
bud.
hard.
I have none of this.
Ah, you can see straight through his ears.
Okay. All is well in the world.
Intelligence save or check.
It would be the same roll result either way.
But a check would get guidance.
1d4.
That guidance, yeah.
That's why you call him fucking Doc. Goddamn.
There's something about that name, Badger, that seems not familiar. But you recognize it. Maybe not the name itself, perhaps, but the way it's said, spelled, set up. You can't pin why. So, now that we've all been properly acquainted, perhaps we should find somewhere to find a moment of respite. I think a number of us are injured.
Are we looking for a short
Yes.
respite, short-term respite, or longer form?
I don't know about all of you. I don't really think that any of this place be safe to sleep in, huh?
I think it'd be ashes by the time we finished. Right?
You guys aren't in the burning zone anymore. You guys have traveled away from their current. Or else you guys would probably start taking exhaustion checks.
And it is relatively empty, but the chances of people showing up trying to either loot this place or escape from guards or escape from renegades is probably decent.
That's your guys' call.
Perhaps we should find a more fortified location within which we can have a moment of respite.
I
Take this
would-
conversation off the street.
I think there is much wisdom in this Caradoc. Deserters, flankers, and cravens are likely to abound in places like
That was my thoughts exactly.
It's almost like half the party are deserters and the other half aren't. That's not actually the case, but that's almost what it sounds like.
Yeah, weird idea there.
It's
Anyways.
a good thing none of us are craven.
Right.
Tell you guys
Place
what.
to down.
As you guys are traveling and going looking for a place to hunker down, Eva does pull you aside, Hawk, away from the group. Well, I
Forcefully, or-
drag. She requests a moment of your time if you're willing to allow such.
Sure.
Very well.
Jennifer would look at you like, "Do you want me to come?"
Come hold your hand.
he like glances at Eva and then back at you, and he leans forward and says, "Don't ruin this for me."
To Eva, he said that to Eva.
That's perfect. Mina will remember that. No, she wouldn't. Not really. She wouldn't care that much.
She doesn't even notice.
Not yet.
Puts up hands
So-
in defense.
While I pull Alec away to Whispers, you guys are free to take a bit of a break or discuss how you guys go. I guess your next steps for at least the next, say, couple hours in game. Where do you guys go? What do you guys want to look for when it comes to shelter, that sort of stuff? Okay.
Well,
be right back.
Hey, so which one of y'all has got a good strength score?
Looking over here, champ, I got like a 17.
I got a 12. Come at me.
Are you gonna just
What do
try
I
and
even
brute force
have?
rip the thing off?
I also have a 12.
Yeah, he's kind of at a loss for how to get this free.
Have you tried burning off the hand? Just like remove the meat.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I think that would work. That would work really well.
Are you trying to separate the dagger from the hand?
They're trying
The
to separate
dagger
blades
and the
from hand,
gauntlet
right?
from the hand.
Dagger and the gauntlet.
Is he like holding the gauntlet like in his palm? He's holding like the dagger.
Gauntlet's on the forearm, but the dagger's lodged into the.
Oh, it's,
Right.
Making
it's
an
lodged
acid
in.
to burn it
So
away.
he is holding a hand and forearm. The forearm has a bracer. The hand has a glass dagger in it. Correct?
Correct.
Okay, cool.
I
So
can
he's
take
not
a
wearing the
look
bracer
at-
and doesn't have a glass dagger in his hands.
Okay.
He's
Okay,
holding
I
a separate
misheard that.
hand.
Right. Okay,
That's
I
what I
thought you had
figured.
like a blooming dagger like shoved through your arm. You're being very cool about this. Okay, that makes
Yeah.
more sense.
That took me a little bit to figure out, and then it's like when he was like cool about it, it's like, okay, clearly I misinterpreted something here.
I could make an Arcana check, see if I can get an idea of how to dislodge it.